This is what is just amazing to me, is we have a candidate on the right that is a known criminal, convicted felon, just an downright horrible person that literally has no policy ideas whatsoever. And he trots out at these rallies all the time. And he has been for like 9 years. All he wants to do is host these rallies where the participants are bored to tears. But listen to the crap that he says. This man isn't even smart. Yeah. He's senile, or maybe he's severely medicated. You know, he's got that whacked out doctor, Robbie, what's his name?
Oh, Jackson.
Jackson, yeah. So listen to this clip.
Beautiful windmills. They're falling down, by the way. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. That gorgeous, beautiful Pennsylvania countryside. They got these big, ugly suckers hanging down. They're rusting and rotting. Half of them weren't spinning, and the ones that were going so slow. They were going, it's not too windy, but, you know, they're going like slow. The other ones were just dead. But they're all rusting and disgusting looking. And then, you know, the environmentalists say that it's also, very importantly, the most expensive form of energy there is. You cannot get more expensive. The wind, it sounds so wonderful. The wind is bullshit. I'll tell you, it's horrible. So expensive.
Notice that the crowd was bored to tears.
Right.
And then he says, the wind is bullshit. And they start cheering and clapping. And I just think to myself, wow. There is a huge portion of the American public that is so ill-informed and just downright stupid and ignorant.
Right.
And then you have a layer above that, the people that know better, that vote for this guy because they like the recreational cruelty. They like the racism. They like the homophobia. They like the white supremacy power structures that have been built for them. And Donald Trump has told them it's okay to feel bad things about people of color. And it's okay to think you're better than everybody else. And they like it. And they like it. And they lie to people's faces and say, oh, it's the economic policy that I'm interested in. This man is an economic disaster.
Right.
As Pumps has pointed out multiple times, he has run through his inheritance and bankrupted casinos. And we here at I've Had It think that he is running out of money because why the hell is he having Bibles printed in China to sell for $60 to our dipshit school superintendent in the state of Oklahoma to put in classrooms?
Well, number one, he's a terrible businessman. That was completely a facade of The Apprentice and television. But here's the thing. This is how ill-informed his voters are. He's sitting there and goes on about in a rally. When there's natural disasters, there are all kinds of issues facing the American people right now. And he's talking about how expensive wind is. Wind is not expensive.
I'm glad that you're bringing up the natural disasters because it is a real window into the soul of the MAGA movement in the Republican Party that says faith, family, and freedom. And you have real human suffering. People, their entire lives, their entire world leveled by a hurricane. And they lie and they don't work with the federal government and they want to bash the federal government just because they want to own the libs. And I hope that every single one of these charlatans reconcile somewhere. Somebody calls them out because they pray to Jesus openly on camera. And then they go to their church. They're probably slick, gross, evangelical mega preacher. And it's just all of these lies and all of this grift. And they could give two shits about human suffering. They could give two shits about equality. They could give two shits about faith. They could give two shits about family. They could give two shits about freedom because all they give a fuck about is owning the libs so that they can be pieces of shit. It's just disgusting.
It's disgusting and hypocrisy. Like we're in the middle of 2 back-to-back hurricanes. President Biden had to go on TV yesterday and say, no, the government does not control the weather because that's their latest bullshit. And then you have Republican leaders of these states going on saying, the government doesn't control the weather. FEMA's not going to steal your homes. I mean, like, has to put out a press release to combat all these lies that are coming from Donald Trump. People are dying and he doesn't give a shit. He just wants to lie. It's infuriating.
I think this goes back to our old saying, you just can't coach stupid.
You can't.
And I want to leave everybody with this clip. Donald Trump, even when they send him into the echo chamber, is the butt of the joke. Yep. He's been doing all these bro podcasts, and these podcasters can't even keep a straight face when Donald Trump says the following. Play the clip.
Ladies, no amount of cleaning or rinsing will fix your pH. If you're smelling a little funky, your microbiome probably needs some help. Supplying good bacteria like probiotics to fight the bacteria that's stirring up odor. That's why my OBGYN
says the following. Play the clip.
But I always refer him back to the simplicity of McDonald's. She lied about McDonald's. She lied about many things, and she's a liar. There should be some kind of a rule when they know it's a lie, you can't do a commercial on it. But this is a thing that's going to end in 29 days, so they can say what they want. I have a hard time doing it to them because I'm basically a truthful person. But frankly,
basically a truthful person, and they bust out laughing. I mean, it's just, come on, America. If you're in the cold, I'm not talking to you. Right. I'm talking to white women that look like pumps in me. I'm talking to white men that have daughters. Pull yourselves together. You're going to be just fine if you vote for Kamala Harris. The country's going to be a million times better off. The world order is going to be a million times better off. There has been a mass exodus of the Republican Party of people that are probably far more conservative than you could ever dream of being, because they have something that you might not be in touch with right now. And that's common decency, morality, and a sense of patriotism to the country. All you have is this performative patriotism and me, my pocketbook, my relationship with Jesus, me. Fucking get over yourselves. It's just gross. It grosses me out. So many people that live in this community can walk up to their gay friends and say, I love you. It was so great to see you today. And then they run to the voting booth and they vote for people that are going to remove discrimination protections against them. And that type of moral duplicity is disgusting. It is a cancer in this country, and I'm just up to my eyeballs with it.
I couldn't agree more.
All right, we'll be back later.